Hey, yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Man in the Wild. Just kind of my thoughts. I had made the video with the Key Bridge collapse, and I had made mention, of narcissism, sociopath, psychopath type, being involved with planning and executing and all of that, whatever they do. So it got me kind of thinking about, just the depth of the disorder, the mental disorders, that were just mentioned. Because the ones people who have some of the darkest type of thoughts towards people, because I mean these type of people, the narcissists, they're just the ones that lack the empathy. They like to give a fuck about somebody else, and some of them, when it gets to the psychopath shit, like to inflict harm upon you, like go out to harm you, get a rush from putting you through some shit, all the way to physically harming you and all of that type. Like that's just how their mind works, and some people get a rush, driving 100 miles an hour down the road type shit, that adrenaline. Others get the rush by running over somebody going 100 miles an hour. And that part has to sit with you when you make almost all decisions in life, like who you deal with, how you deal with them, and all of that type of shit. Because you come across these people more than you know and more than they know, because a lot of them are unaware of what their mind really is, of why certain things are this way and all of that type of shit. Some people don't care, but most just don't know, and that's the scary part. That's the scary part. So yeah, just with this list, how it starts off labeling others with terms like, man, shit, left, right, Black Lives Matter, KKK, Christian or Muslim or Jew, black, white, whether you like the Cubs or the White Sox. There's always a label, right, attached to what goes on, in our daily lives, and it's all division. I mean, hell, sports even got divisions, divisional rounds, divisional champs. So the divide game is very real, and if you do it enough, right, that gets people arguing enough, and it causes enough chaos and wahaha, I mean, but that's what the mentality is. There is a motherfucker back there looking at everything going on and saying wahaha. As long as you playing along, shit, falling into the play. Displacing painful emotions onto others. I was trying to make it make sense on the grander type, with what they do, but this is more of a, person to person, because it's talking about narcissists. Because, I don't know, just on the surface scratch type, it said all the psychopaths are narcissistic, and, the sociopaths may not be narcissistic, but I got to look deeper into that, because, I mean, lack of empathy type shit just kind of, with the when you live with the sole intent of, manipulation, because, I mean, that's all they do. So if you're a sociopath, that's all you do, that's narcissistic, so whatever. But when people put something onto you, that's that projection shit. You know, that's when somebody is guilty of something but accuses you of the same shit. You know, and that's kind of like, I mean, when you know that a certain thing in life is being pushed and guided towards a certain destination, right? You feel that it's bullshit, right? But the exact thing that is being done to you, right, you're being blamed for. And it's really odd, you know, as it goes on, but that's what, you know, that's how they manipulate, you know, because, you know, in the end, you know, they need a reaction from you in order for it to take hold, to take shape. You know, so the only way that, because like the only way that these manipulation tactics work is if you buy into it, or, you know, don't understand it, and they don't work if you don't give a fuck. But it's exaggerating their feats and others' faults. I mean, look at how they put all these record-breaking deals and you know, all these NILs with these college kids making all these money with the name, image, and likeness and shit, which is bullshit, but that's a whole other story. But that's another way to divide, though. Right? It's another way to divide, because you got these kids in these locker rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are kids who are, you know, making this and making that. And I guarantee you the middle rung ain't making close to what the top is making. You know what I'm saying? Middle and bottom. You know, so, you know, and in some of those cases, the ones that are making it shouldn't be making that much. And it's just really, it's a fucked up thing to put these kids through. These are, you know, immature ass little boys and girls, you know, who just left prom and, you know what I'm saying, just left their parents' houses. You know, some for the first time ever. You know, and so now what that causes is different personalities clash, because money just basically exposes who the fuck you really are. So, man, you know how much division is being caused behind this shit? It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, so stonewalling, even if they're wrong. Yo, how many times have you had to defend reality to somebody? Like, actually, you know it's true, and you have a 95% chance of believing it, that they know it's true. But you get treated as if you the dumbest motherfucker on earth. And ain't no way the story is, or whatever it is how you're saying it is. Even though that motherfucker may have been right there when the shit happened exactly how you say it happened. You know, getting you to believe the shit. That's why the manipulation works, because you believe the dumb shit that's being put in front of you and keep it moving that way. The manipulators need you to believe the dumb shit in order for it to take hold. You know, in order to gain whatever it is that they want from you. You know, you cut that shit off. I mean, what? They have no lifeline. You know, and that causes them to do, the dumbest shit possible to actually expose themselves. And if they're smart, they just keep it pushing. If they're not, you got to be safe, protect yourself on some real shit. But see, scapegoating. Yeah, it ostracizes the target. blame another motherfucker for what they do, for what they've done. And the way that they do that is, like I said earlier about reacting. If if a motherfucker that's manipulating does something to you and you react, chances are very high that you're gonna be the only one that's caught in that situation doing whatever it is. That's some bullshit. You're the only one. So then you'll be scapegoated in that way. Or you'll just be lied about and smeared and won't have a leg to stand on, and you'll come back trying to defend reality, to a bunch of motherfuckers that have already confirmed that, you're the opposite because you've been smeared. So intimidating, bullying others. Yeah. See that every day. See the bullying, see the intimidation, the power in numbers. Like, yo, I got pulled over. I got pulled over one time, and all I did was go over the white line. It was two or about, see, we closed at 3. So it was about 1 or 2 at night. And I'm doing deliveries. Boom, I go over the white line just a little bit. I see the police there. And I'm like, oh shit, all right, it's green for him. Let him go. And he just sits there, all right, pulls in behind me, pulls me over. Yo, by the time it was maybe 30 seconds to a minute in, like I had maybe 5 cars on me. By the end of it, it was like 8. I'm just delivering some shit, delivering some pizza. And here this nigga go, right? Intimidating. And then the whole energy that they had, like they wasn't sorry for the shit neither. They wanted to let me know, yeah, be on some bullshit if you want. And which is fine if you got to combat real bullshit. But at the end, when you got regular shit going on, it's like you got to find a balance, and these motherfuckers don't have balances. A narcissistic motherfucker ain't gonna have no balance. And that's what you kind of see with, the structure of our society. Gaslighting to encourage self-doubt. I said, with that, making you argue reality, like challenge your experience. Make you believe that this is your existence, when in all truthness, you know what it is, but they know how to put things in position around you, people around you, like how one dude said, they'll hide your keys. You looking for your keys like a crazy person, and then they'll put them right there for you, boom, to let you find them, just to tell you, damn, you crazy. You know what I'm saying? You always losing stuff, maybe you're losing your mind. Like simple shit like that, but that's a tactic. So if you got a bunch of those going on, making you challenge yourself, your own thoughts, it's gonna make you go fucking crazy. And that shit really does something to your body. When your mind is fucked up like that, it does something to you chemically. Believing dumb shit. Like it's like it's something within you that's not pure, that's not good, that's toxic. They call it that shit for a reason. That shit is poison. And that stems from that believing dumb shit and making dumb shit make sense. Because that type of experience, that type of lifestyle, like I don't know about you, but that's not how I want to live. just listening to a lie, believing a lie, and running with a lie the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know, no, no. Like low key, I ain't gonna front. It's hard for me to watch too much special effects movies and shit like that because I don't like seeing a motherfucker jump off of too many buildings and shit like that. Like that's too much, But but shit, that I don't know how that just. It's a part of our society that um, we're being told something that's completely opposite of what our nature understands. Because we're given that. All that innate shit, that shit is real. Feeling connected with the earth and shit like that, that shit is real. And you know when something's not right. You know it, but you ignore it because of the circumstances, because either you're naive at the time, have a complete lack of understanding of, what really is and what really ain't with it, which is understandable, but it's like once you know shit, there ain't no excuses no more. There's no excuses anymore because, accountability, that's what the narcissistic motherfucker runs from. That's what they are terrified of, is being held to account for what they've done. Which is why they persist in the bullshit and just keep it going. And if you don't fuck with it, all right, I'm gonna smear you and go on about my business. You know what I'm saying? If they enable the motherfucker, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? They do it, they in line, you know what I'm saying? I'm in control, boom. I'm gonna keep them around. It's literally that simple. Get out of a motherfucker what I can, keep it pushing. And it's like they're vampires of whatever it is that they want. And and it's crazy. Like, it's sad to say it, but shit, they can easily be used themselves. You just have to know what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with. Don't give them that energy of realness. You know what I'm saying? Once you know that that's what you're dealing with, who you're dealing with. Real talk, because that's type of stuff, and it's very, the term narcissist is being thrown around, and it's like it's been watered down a lot. It's been watered down so much to where, there's certain generalizations that are made, like, oh, so if I want to look good and smell good, I'm a narcissist. Like, no, that's not how it works. Because if a motherfucker done called you a narcissist or accused you of being a narcissist, it's because you don't listen. I guarantee that I'm like, this is like one of the thoughts. You don't listen, right? When you wrong, you ain't never wrong. You know what I'm saying? You change history. You revise that shit. Certain you switch the details of what a motherfucker did to make yourself look better. Let me see. You always think that your idea is the best idea and don't think about anybody else but yourself. Let me see, what's another little surface scratch reason why somebody may call you a narcissist if that's happened. Let me see. Oh yeah, give a motherfucker the silent treatment. Simply because they were trying to hold you to account for something. Give a motherfucker the silent treatment because, I don't know, you didn't like how things are going in life with that person or with that situation. So you just give a motherfucker the silent treatment, for months. with no explanation and then come back like everything's normal. And then when the motherfucker brings up the situation why the silent treatment happened, you go silent again. Like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're dealing with a motherfucker that does shit like that, chances are that that's what that motherfucker is. And ain't nothing gonna change about him until they go to therapy and actually give a fuck. You know, so yeah, I don't even know where did that go. Damn. Hope that went somewhere. Oh yeah, when I didn't even get to the dehumanizing and devaluing. I mean, but that was kind of said within what was described before. So yeah, that's how. I mean, that's kind of just in a nutshell what goes on within a narcissistic mind. And so understanding that the people put in front of you are many steps beyond that, should, you know, push you away from them. Not in the way that they want you to go. Of course, pay attention for an understanding of what's around you, but, as far as what your heart, what you really give a fuck about, be careful of that. Guard that. And don't give it to anybody who doesn't deserve it. So yeah, that's my words on that narcissist shit for right now. But it's probably some more to come because they be on that bullshit.